And this might be the biggest thing that comes out of this video right here. Believe it or not. I'm not kidding. Like, this is going in the encyclopedias. Someone somewhere is going to log this. Like, evidence. Didn't make it out of fourth grade.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Message from General Pepper. Priority 1.
Oh my god, it's so juicy!
But I have multiple torn ligaments.
You have my undivided attention, sir.
We need your help, Starfathers.
Amber
Has declared war.
Pizza man.
We didn't order any pizza.
Our army alone can't do the job.
No, ma'am.
Hurry, Starfathers.
I'm gay.
You guys are poisoning my life.
Give me my red bag with my makeup.
Mess with me and you'll get scratched.
These guys are crazy. I've been waiting for you, Starfathers. You know that I control the
Worldverse.
It's foolish to come against
Amber
Calling is fun, okay?
General Pepper has turned to a new Starfathers team to save Cornelia and free the
Worldverse.
once again.
Yes, I troll. Whatever. Troll land has entered the chat. And people are just so shocked by it. And then that's when you start asking yourself, what's wrong with society?
It's really hard, but I want you to go to Paris. I don't know. It's hard.
I like talking.
Why can't people like Chantel and I be in happy, healthy relationships just because someone loves us, truly? Just because someone finds us attractive, truly?
She's really just conveniently ignoring all the things that people say. Hey, you guys shacked up really quickly. Hey, all the stuff we talked about earlier. Jade's got a sketchy background. What are Jade's motives? What are her intentions? She's also conveniently ignoring everything going on with Chantal. Why would some hot Middle Eastern guy want to fly over, Chantal? That doesn't jive with logic or reason. People know that these men are predatory and they're up to no good. Obviously, Jade is. It just seems like they're predatory. It seems like they're seeking someone they can take advantage of.
31 years of damage is hard to repair. So for my weigh-in, 502.4. So that means I'm very, very sad to say I am back in the 500s because I binged pretty freaking bad last night.
Let's be honest here, though. It's not because you binged last night. It is because you will not stop binging. I think it's clear that she needs to go to inpatient at this point because she continues to try to do these things, and she keeps on trying new things. Obviously, it's a ploy for her channel, but at this point, whenever I see her buying like 5 tubs of ice cream, and she's still doing grocery hauls where she's buying a bunch of garbage, I'm kind of just like, you don't have the self-control to do this. The only option for you is inpatient at this point. You have to have the control removed from you. And I think that's part of why I really do not like Jade. I think that Jade is the Emperor from Star Wars, and is just like waiting in the shadows like,
Yeah.
Maybe I can get some more money today.
I don't know.
I mean, why not show yourself on camera? I mean, what other reason would there to be than I am deeply ashamed of my relationship with this person? That's the only reason.
Either that or the legality things. Just either way, it's like, why wouldn't you be on camera?
Something to happen.
You know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah. So I've been screaming inpatient too, and lately I've been reading. And I've been reading on the place that we are not going to say. But basically, some of the people there pointed out that recidivism, is that the word? Like a drug addict who goes in and out of inpatient. They're in there. They're just, they say whatever they need to say during their time in the inpatient facility. Then they go out and they relapse just as soon as they can. And a lot of people have been talking, and Amber just doesn't have the right mindset. Like, she won't, if she was there, if she did go to inpatient, she would be plotting, scheming, if she didn't check herself out the first chance she got, like she would be that person. Like she would be, her attitude, her mindset is all wrong. And
it's just this goes along with my notes on her notes. So in this video, she starts yet another weigh-in graph, like a weigh-in chart, and it's like the third or fourth one that she's made now that just is full of hearts and doodles and giggling, and I'm just like, this is a chart made to help you lose weight. And it seems like you're making the chart more seriously than your weight loss, which I think is very telling of her entire personality.
She rewrote it 3 times, you say?
Yeah, at least 3 times. It comes up in this video. She's got a third one.
At 8:01, she says something that was like, what? She said, her perfectionist personality. I was like,
yeah, and look at the way 456 is written. Like she's messed that up, and she's like, oh, I had to get a new one. Also, what the fuck does intuitive mean? What does intuitive mean?
Is like her just eating whatever the hell she wants, I guess. I don't know what else it would be.
And what's the difference between binging and overeating for her? Looks like they're the same thing.
I'm throwing when I make my video, I'm throwing her ass in jail because she's still saying overate. She even wrote it this time instead of overeaten. But
I overate.
Look how heavy the ink is. I noticed this is something that's kind of petty and small, but I don't give a shit. It's just her ink, her hand, very heavy on the ink. You can see her dots where she starts. It's just very, very heavy. Look how strange this this cursive at the top here. Like I learned cursive in school. You know, I don't think they teach it anymore. But this looks like cursive, like 2nd grade. You learned it like the first day you learned.
Actually,
cursive.
Yeah. I noticed that there's certain letters that she does in her cursive writing that are just wrong.
Like the R,
and I was
capital R?
yeah
what the fuck
the
is
capital
this?
R right there. That's weird. And most of the time, whenever she does E's, she just sort of like does like a hill and then adds the loop to the E later. And I'm like, that's weird.
Hold on. Yeah, it's not. It's like
just
this.
Strange. Dude, just weird little things like that.
Well, it's wow. She should not have put this on the internet because this is going to be a thing. Because people, I don't think she graduated. I don't think she made it out. Like whatever schooling she got, it wasn't good. She wasn't paying attention. She didn't make good grades, and not knowing basic things like how to make. You don't make a fucking capital R right in the middle of your. An R looks.
And
like
look at the transition from D to A on day. It looks like Dre.
It's another one of those hills. That you just said.
It's just strange. It's like she didn't learn this correctly, but thought it was cool, so just decided to make up her own version of it. And
this is AmberlynnReid cursive writing that she made up.
Yeah,
she should not have done this, and this should not be on the
her
internet.
Own language.
And this might be the biggest thing that comes out of this video right here. Believe it or not, I'm not kidding. Like this is going in the encyclopedias. Someone somewhere is going to log this like evidence. Didn't make it out of 4th grade. Oh, here's this part right here where she says there's the number 3 on here. Amber has no clue what that number 3 means. She has no idea why there's a number 3 on there. And
why would there be a 3?
In case you don't know, whatever poor asshole at PetSmart had to put this together, that's a panel number so that when you put it together and you're following the instructions, like her expert Legos. But Amber has no clue because she probably brought it like it was already made. I don't think she put it together. But I just thought that was funny. She's like,
she's never put anything together. She's never put anything together at all. Like,
there is a 3 under the cat tree. I've never noticed till now.
Cat's butthole coming in 2 seconds. Ha ha ha! There it is. Boom.
She moved the camera over to it.
She did. She went.
She panned the camera to the cat butthole.
Cat butthole back. Okay, so we're gonna do the grocery haul. It starts at 12:40.
We have been going for a minute.
That's okay. We'll have to edit out a bunch.
Yeah, that'll be fine. We can turn this into multiple videos.
That's right. We can do part 1, part 2. 30 minutes each. That's what I'm going to do.
Guys, time for the haul. Got some Mexican shredded cheese, some pizza rolls. I got this Asian medley vegetable kit, which I love. Some white rice. Minute just cooks faster. So
Amber can't be bothered to wait 3 minutes. She's like, 1 minute.
I cannot even begin to describe how much I hate minute rice. I absolutely despise minute rice.
I don't think I've ever had it. I have white. I bought a big ass bag. Back when the panic happened, I bought like $3,000 in groceries. I also bought a bunch of jasmine white rice, and I've been eating on it for like 2 years.
Yeah, I bought a 20-pound bag of rice, and it lasted me a good year and a half, straight up. And I don't know why she doesn't have a damn rice cooker.
A rice
You don't
cooker,
have to do anything.
You don't. You just set it and forget it.
The following is a paid program brought to you by Ronco.
Set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it. You just set it and forget it.
You just set it and you forget about it.
Oh, what? You thought this reference was too old for me? You think this is a little old for my style? I don't think so. Yeah, I watch Ronco infomercials and Magic Bullet infomercials. I stay up late.
You just set it and then forget it.
You just set it and forget it. Set it and forget about it.
You set it and forget it.
And of course, we are talking about the
Rice cooker. Minute rice is gross. My dad makes minute rice. He's made it for years, and I've always criticized him.
Stop being gross, Amber. Get some good rice.
one that I prefer to get. Got this.
Are we watching all of this? Are we cool? Because we just wanted to talk about minute rice and pizza rolls, right?
I really just wanted to talk about the minute rice and the pizza rolls. I don't really care.
Amber, Amber and I have two things in common. We're missing the same tooth. I'm sorry, anklets. I'm sorry to do this to you, but wait, where is it? Where's my tooth?
It's okay. It's okay. I'm working on the same one.
Dude,
we're working on the same one.
I had it straight. It's straight gone. I had to have it pulled. Amber is missing.
It's always this tooth.
It's always this one. Amber's missing her tooth right here too. She doesn't show it much, but she doesn't have one. And we both like pizza rolls. So
I have an excuse. I am from the state of Kentucky. We don't even have shoes here.
That's a valid excuse. Right?
The only thing I wanted to say about the groceries was about the pizza rolls, which was funny. The minute rice, everything is pre-packaged, which I think is a very bad idea for her. She needs to be like cooking stuff from scratch. It also begs the question as to where the hell Jade is with this, because Jade is supposed to be an awesome cook, according to Amber.
And she's supposed to be encouraging her in good choices, good behaviors, supportive, all that crap.
It seems like the main vegetables that we've got here is a crap ton of broccoli, so you guys just enjoy all of those farts.
Amber's too lazy to change the time on her stove, and nobody's shocked. I skipped that part. She's like, I haven't. But I mean, I don't want to give her too much. I also don't reset my clocks fast enough.
Yeah, half the time it just goes back to where it needs to go.
Hey, they got rid of daylight saving times. Apparently,
it's stupid.
It's just gone.
It's stupid.
My whole life,
invented.
They just deleted it.
Well, it was invented for the train systems. No, I think it was. It may have been farmers.
I have no.
I heard it was Benjamin Franklin who came up with it for the railroad systems in America, because the railroad systems were having trouble keeping track of when arrival times were happening, like someone in Ohio versus Chicago or like something like that.
See, once
that's what I heard.
Becomes embedded in law, it takes a really long time to get rid of it.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for that, Benjamin.
All right.
Frank.
So in the final section of this latest video, we are going to look at Amber's art, which I don't really have much to say about other than she's better at coloring than I am, but she does compare her stuff to actual art, which I think the artists are probably going to get pissed off about. So I'm going to let Tyler do all the talking during this section. We're going to watch.
Hello. I'm an artist.
He is an artiste, if you couldn't tell by his videos. He sings, he does editing. What you're like you're a rapper.
I don't dance.
You rap though.
Yes, I do rap. And I put out a bluegrass song today. So
you released it
those are two very different things. Yeah, I put it out today.
That's Kentucky. Rap and
Yeah.
bluegrass.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's true.
So
Sometimes
it is the end of the night, and I wanted to show you guys, if you guys remember, I showed you guys the beginning of my doodle poster, and I have finished it. So
Amber just thinks that this
give
is...
you guys a little look at.
She's proud.
Amber thinks that this is so neato, you guys. This is so cool. This is the greatest thing that she's come up with, and she's going to tell all of her middle school friends in math class that she's got a new folder, and I just don't understand.
Those folders we used to buy in like 6th grade that they were cool. They're neon. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, man. This exactly. This is
Isn't
the
that
kind of
kinda sad?
marketing
What
to
if
like
that's what
5th
she's
grade.
really doing? She's just kind of replicating middle school.
Wow, actually, I never really thought about that, but that would make a lot of sense.
Because if you
that
were in
she's kind
6th
of like
grade,
just floating on
that would be
nostalgia.
awesome. Like if you drew that.
Oh
and did
yeah,
that.
absolutely. I would have thought that was like.
What does it say?
Well,
there?
maybe not me. It's a little girly.
Oh
but
my god! It says, look at the words. I didn't even look at the words. Did you look at the words?
I'm looking at it now. It says Feline and Bambi. I'm seeing Twinkie, music.
Oh, it says books is good for the brain right here. The purple.
Does
small
it
text.
really?
Yeah. Oh, she's trolling. She's
trolling hard in this.
Is there a cherry? Is that big cherry? She put a cherry dead center. This is a freaking troll art.
She is doing this on purpose for sure. She's doing this so that we can look at this and analyze it. What's 333? I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. There's a cupcake. Man, this is just full of nuggets. There's a mushroom. Wasabi.
I'm seeing a
down
bra.
Books is wow. All right, Amber. You know what? That would have been easy to overlook if you were skipping large sections of the video like I'm prone to do.
I'm going to give this a little more credit than I did before at the start of this. I still think it looks very immature and for a middle school girl, but I'll give it a few points back for the references on there because that's cool. Nice job, Amber, on that one. But still looks like a middle school
What is this
folder.
word right here? I'm pointing like you can see me, but it's connected to the books is good for the brain. Is that Hootenberry? It looks like Hooten, but then Babe. Hooters Babe? Can you see that?
I'm also reading Hooten Babe.
Hooten Babe.
That's weird.
Huh. Hooten Babe. Okay, cool.
I've heard Hootenberry. I've never heard Hooten Babe.
All right, moving on. Play.
Yeah.
And then I did my typical thing that I like to do. It's also another version of a doodle poster, but
This reminds me, you know what this really is? You remember those big ball candies that you could lick on for like 5 hours? I don't know what they were
Yeah,
called.
Jawbreakers.
Yeah, but they were huge.
They were just Jawbreakers.
That's kind of what that reminds me of.
I remember someone telling me that those were real Jawbreakers. And the small ones, that was just a bunch of crap. I always thought that was funny.
I you know, when I stopped being like critical, I thought I couldn't draw this. So her skills are better than mine when it comes to drawing circles. Lots of circles that are connected to one another.
She likes boobs.
Boobalina. This is Parody Puppets Boobalina.
Now all I can see are boobs. It's like one set, two, three, four.
Boobs there. Set of boobs there. Oh my gosh. 4 sets of boobs.
She's so lesbian, you guys.
In case you didn't know. All right.
I think there's only one thing left.
What's left? Is that where she claims her art is art?
The only thing left is her saying, I love art. I love art. Which is it's just funny. Like
just a bunch of circles, but it just looks really nice, especially when you choose the right colors. So yeah, this is my way of drawing. This is what I consider my...
Oh my gosh. We couldn't see the bottom of that page, and I think there's more treasures. So if I spot it, I'm going to pause it.
My type of art. Nope. Everyone's art is different. Let's not judge one another. Like there are people selling art of literally just a dot for $1 million. Like, ma'am,
Remember what you were saying about the makeup? Her bright yellow. It looks a lot more yellow on this side over here than on the other side.
She looks like some sort of animal about to pounce the way that you freeze framed it like this.
Like a cat.
I'm
in the
a
bushes.
little bit frightened.
Like a. I love Amber
She's-
freeze frames. I don't care where you press pause. You're gonna get something hilarious.
Yeah, this is just her talking about modern art, and she's like, I think it's so interesting that someone can put a dot on a screen and sell it for $1 million, and it's not interesting. The modern the modern art industry is a huge joke, and everyone who is an actual artist knows it. In fact, you don't have to be an artist to know it. It's a joke. In fact, it's been a joke since like the 60s. You remember that urinal that sold for like $1 million or something like that? I think it was like someone ripped a urinal off the wall, signed his name on it, and brought it to an art exhibit. And everyone was like, oh my God. Oh my God. That is true art. And that's why the modern art industry is a fucking joke. So for her to sit here and be like, it's so interesting. It's like, no, it's not interesting. I see where you're getting at there. You think you're a great artist and you think you can get away with selling crappy art for a high price. That's my thought process there for her. Whenever she's like, I think it's so
my permanent opinion about all art is that it's all just crap and I don't care about it. But I do recognize that there's meaningful art and stuff. But I'm a very not artsy person. I can draw and stuff.
For me, it's about the effort that's put into the art. Here is a raptor claw that I made out of wood and then I painted black. It is just a little thing that I made for myself. I don't care about it that much, but it's like I made it for me, you know? And I think if people would kind of understand that, like, whenever you make something for you, the effort that is involved for that, the effort that is involved in making something for you, when a craftsman or an artist puts that same effort into an object or a piece of art for someone else, it makes a huge difference. Like it's a huge difference. There's just not many people that fucking do that these days. There's not many people that actually take art or craftsmanship seriously. So I don't know. I think that I feel kind of bad for Amber saying this right now because I'm like, I just doubt that you've ever been around good art. I don't think she's ever actually been around good art. She's saying that the stuff
broad field, like when you say the word art, it's almost like you need to talk about define what you're talking about, because there's painting, there's people who do big sculptures, there's people who take trash and rearrange it and make it look like art. So I don't know. I feel like maybe defining what area we're talking about, because there's so much. There's like
she's talking about the stuff like actual physical paintings and things like that, pictures that you would put on your wall. She even references stuff that you would see at Target for $40 and saying that that's good art. That's good art. And I'm like, that's cookie cutter art. That's the stuff that someone who has a degree in engineering and architecture made very quickly, sold to Target, and then...
Yeah. Well, I've noticed with Amber that whenever she describes reality, it's always a caricature of whatever the truth of the matter is. Amber's version of it. This is her version of what art is. So in the same way that she puts forth what her version of relapse is, because I was thinking about relapse when she did this controversial TikTok video. True relapse. That's not what true relapse is. Like. Find someone.
Dude, I agree with you on that.
You know, so it's just she's always putting forth a caricature of the truth, and it's her version, it's her understanding, and she doesn't really realize that she's doing it. I don't.
Yeah, I think that she is so blind to her own personality traits that she just goes. At this point, she just goes.
I can't believe you live in Louisville.
You mean Lexington? I live in Lexington.
What's it called? Lexington? You live in the same town as her, right?
I live like a couple miles away. Everywhere that she goes, I recognize it.
Do you feel like a tremendous burden that you are the closest person to Amberlynn Reid. Like,
No.
I would be like, if I lived in Lexington, and I would just be like, I would be looking everywhere for her just to see if she was out.
I mean, she's lived here for a few years now, and I feel like both me and Lily have lived here our whole lives, and we talk sometimes like maybe we've seen her, like and been around her and just didn't even notice because we don't really pay attention to stuff like that.
You're
But
not
like
out there gawking at people, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
it's a big city too, right? I'm sure it is a large city, so.
It's relatively big at this point. It used to be a lot smaller. It's actually pretty crazy how
1,000 people, so everything is bigger than where I live.
I wish that I lived in a town with 1,000 people because right now Lexington is very hard to do anything in, and it wasn't like that before. It seemed like it only got to that point within the last 3 or 4 years.
Just the cost,
in my opinion. Yeah, the cost of living has skyrocketed. Rent's gone up. I don't think that the government here, the local government, is really taking care of things like infrastructure very well. I mean, there's this road over by where I live. It's been just a blank road, like nothing on it for about 5 years. 5 years now. And they're finally building this hospital that they planned to build 5 years ago. And like, I know it takes time to do stuff, but it's just taken way too long because there's been a huge influx of immigrants to the city. And I don't think Lexington's really handling it well. But hey, that's just my opinion on local politics. No one cares about that.
All right, guys. Well, I guess that's about it. We've been babbling for over an hour, and
yeah,
I hope we've kept you entertained. I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, I've had fun. We've definitely just sat here and talked. That's what we're good at.
So, I am the dangling ankle, and
I am You Guys Have to Realize. And these videos are put out for entertainment purposes only. Please do not send any hateful or disparaging remarks to myself, Dangling Ankle, or anyone mentioned in the videos.
We are here to entertain and inform, and we hope we've done that. And we will catch you later. Goodbye.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.
No, I don't wanna let you go. Gotta let this feeling grow.